How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build a positive mindset. My name is Henry, and I'm so thankful to have each and every one of you here today because in this episode, we're going to take a positive perspective, something that when you reflect on could change your entire life. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So you can pick a word. It could be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one's about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive perspective. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. Well, before we dive into this message, if there's something that resonates with you and you're on YouTube or Spotify, you can actually leave a comment below. Not only those comments help me know what it is that you're enjoying out of the episode, but somebody might read your comment and it might inspire them to give this episode a shot. My goal is to make this the #1 mindset podcast in the entire world, and the best way to do that is together. So if you feel something that resonates with you and you know somebody that it might benefit and you share it with them, it would mean the absolute world to me, and I could never thank you enough. But let's go ahead and dive into today's message. So here's a perspective for you. This is a question that I ask myself often, and I believe it's a great one that you could ask yourself. And it's a bit of a what if question. What if you went all in? What if you just said and truly meant it, and from that moment on, never stopped, went full into a positive program? Now, you may be wondering what a positive program is. A positive program is a way you move your mind, move your body, move in this experience that creates a certain pattern that puts you in to the highest frequency at all times. This would be with your diet. This would be with your mind, your body, like your physical body, your job, your wealth, all of these things. What if you became the highest version of all of them? You see, the only difference in between the version of you that does that and the version of you now is commitment to the choice. Many of us have made the choice to be it in certain aspects of our lives for certain periods of time, whether it was a couple days, weeks, months, years. But what if you committed and never looked back to being your highest self in all ways? You see, that's the true journey. You may not realize it, but your experience, the reason why you're here on this earth, is a piece of this commitment. I believe you have already pledged, that you've already raised your hand, that you've already set the target to elevate your frequency. And on this earth, there's the mind, there's the body, there's the experience, like the external experience, the jobs, the people we meet, all of those things. This is where we do it. You've already raised your hand to do it, so why don't you take the step now to fully immerse yourself and never look back? It is a journey, it's not a destination. Meaning it's not pass or fail. It's not success or failure. It's growth always. When you commit to growth and expanding always, it will put you in the direction that you are meant to go. You're not meant to achieve anything, but you're certainly meant to go on a direction. Where your pain is, where you hurt, where you feel lack, that is the signal of where to focus. When you heal what's hardest for you, where the most pain is for you, and you bring love in it, you create love in it, that's what you'll share with the world. That's where your purpose will come from. There is an endless void of hurt. There is an endless supply of pain. There is such a simple path ahead. We just have to know that it's that. It's what hurts us. It's where we're flawed. It's where our mistakes are. It's where our limitations are that we should be focusing. It's not to bring those down. It's to bring them up with love. And again, it's not necessarily even about healing it for you. Yes, you want to heal it with you because you become the transmitter of it, but you heal it for you for others. That is an infinitely powerful purpose that you are meant to have. So what if you did this? Close your eyes for a second if you have to think about it. Whatever you have to do, imagine right now that there's a version of you that says, now I know. Now I decide to be my higher self at all times. Now I'm going to be my higher self always. Higher self makes mistakes. Higher self cries. Higher self hurts because you're learning how to be it. That's this whole process, is learning how to be. You're becoming. You are molding yourself into something. You're raising your frequency with your thoughts, your actions, your words. Your very presence is important. So if you're lost, go where it hurts and focus on healing that. If you want more out of life, go where it hurts and focus on healing that. Make a commitment to never quit. Make a commitment to never try and be less, to never give up, to always do your best to reflect and lift. Always. Start with yourself and then put that into the world. Become somebody that doesn't preach what to do, but is what to do. Your actions will speak louder than the words. Your actions are where the frequency is going to come from, not just what you say. You've been around the person that says all the right things, but it feels off. It's because their frequency does not match with what they say. The words are important for sure, but they're not everything. You have to have the belief. The belief comes from the action. If you don't have the action, you're not going to have true belief. You're going to have delusional belief. And we've met the delusional people. The people that say that they're going to do this. This is the time I'm going to do my diet. This is the time I'm going to make $1 million. This is the time I'm going to do this. But we know that they're not, because their frequency, their actions are not going to be in alignment with what they say. In fact, it's even worse to be that person, because you're saying one thing knowing that you're not actually going to do it. They're going to do the opposite of it. Whether it's conscious or subconscious, you know what you're going to do. You know when you're going to give up. You know when you're going to fail, because you allow it. But you can decide from now on, I do only choose to be my higher self. Higher self reflects in failure. Higher self learns from mistakes. Higher self is always growing. Higher self is not love all the time. It's the pursuit of love all the time. It's the pursuit of growth all the time. It's the pursuit of your version of you all the time. It's not perfect. It's not just this happy being all the time where everything is right and you don't make mistakes and you make the right call. That doesn't exist, at least for you and I. We are not that. We are very much in the journey. So love the journey, love the process, and decide that from now on, you are all in. When you're all in, there's no turning back. When you're all in, there's no going back. When you're all in, there is no failure, because everything is happening for the person that's all in. Growth is always available for the person that's all in. Opportunity is always available to the person that's all in. So when are you going to decide to be that? When are you going to say, from now on, I'm all in. From now on, I'm all in. From now on, I'm all in. When are you going to do it? The calling is here. Why are you listening to this episode if it doesn't resonate with you? Why are you tuned into this podcast if you're not feeling the calling to be more? It's the calling that I feel. That's why I share it with you. It's not about me being more. Yes, I need to be the example, but it's about me speaking in a way that allows you to be more. It's not about me. It's about us. It's about the connection. It's about the growth. It's about becoming the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a powerful perspective on your current life that you can apply the change to now so that you truly become what it is that you desire. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook group all down below. So I appreciate all the follows there. And if you listen to this episode and you're ready to make the shift, I have one spot left in my Mindset Coach program where we can do this exact thing. We can build your mind. We can build the future version of yourself that you want to become and outline a plan that we connect on every single week to make sure you are aligned with that version of you. If you can perceive it, you can receive it. And that's what we do. If you want more information, you can reach out to me via Instagram, or there's a link down below. If you fill that out, I will get back to you and we can talk about how this program could be right for you. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.